What we have here is round 2 of a review for the IDE CarboSpider carbon fiber frame for the Parrot Bebop 2. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and do a full test with this to include a FPV test like I did, similar to what I did last week with the Parrot Bebop standard frame. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. One thing I do have to say to my friends at IDE that did a fabulous job on manufacturing this frame. It is a beautiful frame. Do us all a favor that buy your frame. There's no instructions whatsoever that comes with. You would think for $150 you at least get like a photo print with it to say, okay, this is where the cables go and this is how the feet go. This does not come with it. A lot of consumers, such as myself, will assume that your photographs on eBay are more advertisement versus how-to. So at least when you send this out, print out an 8x10 of that photo, maybe draw how the feet go and sketch out how the cabling go. That would help us out tremendously. As well as Parrot Bebop 2 owners, be known that this is a commitment when you buy this frame. I know there's a lot of carbon fiber frames on eBay. You can find for $17, $50, $20, depending on exactly what you want to build out for a drone. This is a commitment. This is 149 US dollars, approximately 121 euros. Approximately 107 British pounds. So be aware of that. And I don't know if you want to chalk that up as a negative based on price, but that's going to be up to you, Parrot Bebop 2 owners. This is a very expensive carbon fiber frame. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this started. IDE did reach out to me and they stated that these feet, which I stated in my previous videos that were carbon fiber, these are in fact not carbon fiber. They are some sort of polycarbonate, perhaps ABS, maybe a 3D printed or maybe milled product, but these are actually in fact plastic. So these would actually have no interference whatsoever with the RF panels that get inserted into the feet. Now, how I had the cabling before, you have the motor cable as well as the RF cable. I was using common sense because, again, there is no instructions that come with this. I had it actually running through you see how the tube is hollow? I had it running through the hollow of the tube. And the reason why I did that, I was using some common sense. I was thinking, well, I really want to protect my cables. In fact, however, see how there's holes here? It actually gets passed through. The cables get passed through outside and then connected to the motor as well as the RF panel. So that's how you set that up. You pass through your cables through on the outside and then get connected. Now IDE, the only thing that I'm concerned about is this. I brought out my Parrot Bebop 2 with the standard frame on it. I want to go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about because I know you are watching this. You see how shallow this is right here. What concerns me is this. This is the Parrot Bebop 2 standard frame. Of course, the cable comes out. You see how you have these little posts right here, and the wire gets tucked underneath, and that serves a purpose so this wire doesn't fall down underneath the aircraft. It holds in there pretty tight, and of course, the FPV gets plugged in as well as the motor gets plugged in, but it's actually a deep channel and it gets passed underneath this little plastic that comes out here. And that's what's not included on this at all. So I don't know how that's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and remember before I told you I had to pass through the inside of the legs itself, the hollow of the legs itself, which is wrong. I know you have to pass the cable outside the frame. So let me go ahead and get this set up And Parrot Bebop 2 owners, I will go ahead and put that up there, and you can decide exactly what you think about that. Okay, before I get started, okay, IDE, there's one thing that I was concerned about when I purchased your frame. Apparently, you posted a video on your frame a year ago on YouTube. And when I try to do some further research on maybe other owners or anybody at all who's owned your frame to include any type of reviews on your eBay site, I could not find any information. And that was kind of concerning to me, because especially since then, the only other 2 videos post on YouTube have been mine. And so far, my videos on YouTube concerning your frame have been pretty positive. And that kind of concerns me that there's no other reviews on YouTube concerning your frame at all. And I have a Parrot Bebop 2 CarboSpider frame. Parrot Bebop 2 owners, if you have any comments concerning this, please let me know. I'd be interested to find out in the comments block below. All right, once again, this is the photograph that was emailed to me by IDE. And as you see here, the cables come on the outside of the frame and get plugged into the RF panels as well as the motors. Same in the back. And you see how the angle of the feet are? I have my Parrot Bebop set up the same way, with the feet on the outside at an angle, RF panels plugged in, wires on the outside. The only thing I cannot figure out is exactly how to do cable management on this. There's no way for me to push back these wires into the frame. So that's the way it looks. So Parrot Bebop owners out there, leave me a comment. Let me know what you, tell me exactly what you think. Be candid about your thoughts. Leave me a comment down in the comment box. Now, the only thing that does concern me about this frame is over time the durability of it. Now, of course, you're putting back in the Parrot Bebop standard screws for the feet. Some of the screws I could not, I didn't want to over torque, because I didn't want to order any new screws. So I didn't want to over torque them. I didn't want to go ahead and strip them. So I tightened them down as best as I could. So yeah, tell me what you think. All right, everybody, we're back to the same spot that I was last Saturday. That when I flew the standard frame out here. I'm gonna fly 1,800 feet that way, and that's exactly how far I flew the standard frame. Well, to be exact, it was 1,836 feet. I flew it at an altitude of 36 feet off the deck right here. The land does go down, come back up. I may take up a little bit higher, and I was able to replicate the wind too. So it is another windy day today. And I got this already calibrated. I have my phone turned on. I'm gonna go ahead and record the screen. So it's recording. And what I'm gonna do here, ensure that my Wi-Fi is turned off. It is. And I'm gonna leave my airplane mode off. Reason why is I still, after all, want my cellular data, because the new Parrot Bebop app has Google Maps. Out here, there is no Wi-Fi interference. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get this up in the air. If I can fly out 1,800 feet, I'm gonna call the Carbo frame, at least for that aspect, a success. So let's go ahead and take off. Okay, I'm recording on my hat cam, recording on my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Kind of jumpy, not like it was with the standard frame. You saw how it was that one day. I'm gonna take up. Okay. I'm I'm gonna go up 36 feet and I'm gonna go out. Actually, I'm gonna call it 45 feet and I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take her up a little bit higher because I don't know if there's any trees. Whoop, 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 whoop. That was me, that was me. Okay, I'm gonna go forward. I have her in sport mode. I just want to get out there. No FPV droppage yet. I didn't expect that there would be with everything passed underneath the frame, like in the photograph that IDE sent me. I'm at 1,200 feet, 1,300 feet, and closing in to where I want it to be. I'm at 1,400, 1,500, 16. I'm almost at 18. I don't know where those trees are at. Can't hardly see. So I'm gonna take her up a few more feet here. All right, we're gonna call that a day. We're at 1,874 feet. So I'm gonna call it that the carbo fiber frame, yes, it can be flown out just like any other standard frame. Apparently what I did wrong was pass the cables and use common sense to protect those cables and pass them underneath or through the hollow of the airframe. You can't do that. So I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna motor back. I'm at 45 feet per second, 46, 47. I'm coming back pretty hot. 47, 47, 48. 48 feet per second, 900 feet out. Coming back. This is just going to be a short flight to show you that the CarboSpider frame that IDE made does in fact. There I am. Let me go bring her back. I'm gonna bring her down. I gotta make sure I hit the landing pad. Coming down, coming down. Come on, baby. Let's get on the ground. Come forward a little bit. Bring her down. Come forward. Bring her down. I'm gonna get her down on the ground and I'll give you my final thoughts on the frame. Back up. I don't want. Yeah. There we go. All right, we are down, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording on my screen here. I think I recorded the screen. I hope I recorded that screen. I'll go ahead and review it in a second. But these are my final thoughts on the Parrot Bebop. Parrot Bebop carbo fiber frame. I'm gonna turn this off. It's a nice frame. It's very rigid. You saw how it flew. It went out. It did exactly what IDE said it would do. It would fly on FPV without any fail. However, it does come with some compromises to it. So you Parrot Bebop owners out there, you have to actually really decide exactly if this is something that you want to do to your Parrot Bebop. Your wires are going to be exposed down here, especially your RF wires, and your RF panels are going to be exposed to the moisture and the weather and all that. Whereas, you know, on the Parrot Bebop feet, these actually got tucked in and they're actually protected. Also, I made sure I landed on the landing pad because I am concerned with these small screws holding in the feet. I'm concerned about the long-term durability. Another thing I'm concerned about is the lack of information on YouTube, except for the 2 videos I posted concerning IDE and the CarboSpider frame.
you're not going to find anything. And that concerns me. Normally, if somebody, especially on a Parrot, if I post a Parrot, anything Parrot, call it Parrot, within a week I'll have 100 or 200 views, and I'll have a bunch of comments. And CarboSpider frame IDE has had that out on YouTube for about a year now, and except for the 2 videos I have done, there has been nothing else posted concerning the CarboSpider frame. Nothing negative, nothing positive, nothing at all, except for the 2 videos I posted. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this video, and if anybody else out there owns a Parrot Bebop and has purchased a CarboSpider frame, let me know in the comments section below. I'd be really interested to find out your story, to find out exactly what your experience with this CarboSpider frame is. Am I going to keep this on here? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you, Parrot Bebop owners, whether this is something that you want to do. We'll talk to you later. Bye.